Now, the IEC officials are hard at work in Tlokwe, where registered voters in the district have been urged to update and correct their addresses on the voters' roll. Now, over 9,000 voters without proper addresses details have been identified in the region. The decision to allow voters to verify their details follows the judgment of the Constitutional Court. The court ordered, among other things, that the 2016 municipal elections may proceed on 3rd August using the current certified voters' roll, with the exception of Tlokwe. Yesterday, Kokra Minister Des van Rooyen visited the Tlokwe area and called on voters to visit voting stations and correct their details. He praised the community for progress made regarding the project. Now, in a statement, Minister van Rooyen said the IEC has identified over 9,900 registered voters without addresses in the Tlokwe area. Voting station open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and only registered voters are allowed to check and verify their details. No new voter registration will be done. Now, online, I have Northwest Provincial Electoral Officer Dr. Tumelo Ntletipa, who joins us on the phone line. Now, welcome, sir, to Express Lunch. An update on what's happening on the ground.
Thank you very much, ma'am. This is a very masculine madam, not sir. We are hard at work, as we have already pointed out. Our field workers are out trying to trace the voters whose scanty addresses we have. All our stations are open. They opened at 8 o'clock this morning and will close at 5 o'clock for voters to come and provide us with their details. I perhaps just need to correct that we are not verifying the addresses. We are harvesting the addresses. We are trying to obtain the addresses from voters who do not have addresses on our system. We are not really checking if the addresses are what the voters said they were.
Now, are all the voting stations open, or will they all be open?
They are all open. All 76 of them in Tlokwe opened at 8 o'clock this morning, ma'am.
Now, before I let you go, Dr. Tumelo, let's say that, because we know that there's the problems of people that don't have addresses, and how do we sort that problems? How do they update details while they don't even have addresses of where they stay?
We are trying to apply a lot of techniques and ways of getting voters to come to our stations. For instance, since Thursday of this week, we have been loud hailing in the entire Tlokwe area. We had about 5 cars roaming the township, the settlements, and the city itself to try and encourage voters to come to stations. We are also trying to find out where, for instance, there are 4 Tibas on the voters' roll, and 2 of them do not have addresses, and the 2 Tibas have a shared address. We try to find out from those Tibas at that particular address if they know the other 2 Tibas. And in at least 5 instances, we have found out that the 2 Tibas without addresses on the voters' roll, in fact, reside where the other 2 Tibas with addresses reside. So we hope that that will give us a better yield than the first time round when we did this.
All right, thank you so much, Doctor. We do appreciate your time with us, and apologies for saying so. That was Dr. Tumelo Ntletipa, who's the Northwest Provincial Electoral Officer, giving us more details on the Tlokwe district. And she also made a correction that they are open. The stations are all open for all the residents of Tlokwe to go and give out their addresses. And if one has, or rather one doesn't have their address, they are trying to make a means of helping out those people.